the reigning, defending middleweight champion of the world from Zhylandy, Kazakhstan, Janibek Kazakh Style Alimkhanuly.
See, look at Martinez punches. Nice right hand right there.
Janibek wheels away, lands a solid left hand. Another one. Janibek in tight, that time in left uppercut.
Left hook to the body. He threw a couple jabs, and then when he threw that right hand, which he did bow wildly, he got caught with the short left to the body.
Martinez getting busier in this round, but Janibek answers with the straight left.
And then looks at him.
Yeah.
But he put it in their hand.
Short uppercut, left hand.
That's
Janibek.
Left uppercut. Left uppercut, he's been trying to work to get it all night.
Well, was a pro, but I still think he's learning. And there's a left hand again. Now he's busy. Combination by Janibek.
The corner is stopping the
And
fight.
the corner is stopping the fight. After Janibek exploded with a combination, you're not wanting to quit, but protecting him, and also because Janibek didn't finish it, and he wanted to just get rounds, so they don't think that's fair either.
Well,
maybe.
Well, well, you know, hey, they could be looking at it so he can get more experience in there.
Right.
Janibek only got 4 fights.
He has dictated this fight so far. Good left hand, straight to the nose, and a combination behind it from Zhanibek. Behind a 2-punch combination. And a strong right hand, and Zhanibek goes to the body. Looking for those 2 vacant belts.
A replay of this right hook that had Olivas keeping him off balance, keeping him from mounting any kind of significant offense.
There's the jab. The cherry on top of that combination is the straight left. Now an uppercut from Zhanibek. Goes to that uppercut to the body of Olivas. It's a straight left to the body, back to a right jab. Straight left to the body, so that's a start. And an uppercut again. Main event later on, preceded by Tommy Carpensi and Gilberto Ramirez in Ramirez's light heavyweight debut. All these
this round, and I want you to back them up. So far, so good.
Catches Olivas with that straight left.
Coming forward and looking to land shots.
Zhanibek has been the superior puncher so far. Friends around the globe, as we finish up this WBC Continental Americas and WBO Global title fight between Christian Olivas.
Performance and very consistent throughout.
Zhanibek is an Egis Klimas fighter, as well as his stablemate Vasily Lomachenko. We've talked about it a little bit for our...
The story of that fight entirely is the weight. How is Gilberto Ramirez going to deal with moving up those 7 pounds? And in the boxing ring, 7 pounds can be quite a feat.
Weight division. One thing, Chris, we talked about throughout this entire fight is...
Doesn't have that same pop that he had in many of the earlier rounds. As you go up in class, you have to be in elite condition. 10 rounds, 12 rounds are a long time to be in a ring with a professional fighter. So you got to be in elite condition, be able to box your way to a 10, 12.
Using the shoulder to gain space on Olivas, and then a combination to the side of the head from Zhanibek.
Nice slick movement there by Zhanibek, evading all of those shots from Olivas.
Olivas does catch Zhanibek with a right hook. Zhanibek goes right back to work with the jab. Olivas didn't have a ton to back up what Zhanibek was serving him.
Well, there was so much offense coming his way, he had his hands pinned. You know, he really couldn't get any offense off.
Good combination in the final 10 seconds by Janibek Alimkhanuly. Oh, a big uppercut from Janibek Alimkhanuly. For Janibek Alimkhanuly, what has improved over his last few fights?
Looked like he gained a little bit more power. He's just settling for 1 shot.
McLellan's corner telling him to throw punches. Please throw punches.
He's gun shy right now.
He keeps trying to bait Janibek into the corner. Janibek wants to fight in the center of the ring.
I know what Buddy mean when he say he wanted his fighters to get meaner. You know, it's good for the record when you see knockouts.
That's right.
Consecutive knockouts after knockouts.
Well, also what
Buddy was telling us before the fight was he doesn't want to see what we've started to see here a little bit in the fourth from Janibek, which is if you're winning the fight and you're clearly the better fighter, and we'll see what kind of direction Alimkhanuly got from Buddy McGirt in the corner there during the break. As McLellan caught in the corner, this is a chance for Janibek to step on the gas pedal. And oh, in his career so far, returning pro 2 years ago.
He asked me, was that punch good? What about this one? Man, because it ain't doing McCullum no good to continue to get this beaten. This is where fighters get hurt at.
Another left hook, and McLellan is down for a second time in this fight. Hunched over, McLellan has nothing to give, and the corner from McLellan is about to stop this fight. Left hooks, and Rudy Badagan, before the towel could get thrown in, stops the fight.
He's been looking for that all night, and then he just goes in here, right here, and just let his hands go.
And that is where Rudy Badagan, the referee, stepped in. And it was simultaneous to McLellan's corner throwing in the white towel.
Good jab. That's the punch. But nothing more right hand behind it, no nothing. That good jab, you touched him with it. Now give me some power behind something with that jab. And Rob Brant is kind of giving everything away because he's so, battling for that position, that outside control. You don't have to just force it. He needs to step to Janibek. It's not working going backwards. Step to him now. See if that would change some things.
And that's why I said mentally, Brant has to shift because he said everything right in the fighters meeting. He said, I can box, but if that's not working, I can go inside. And I've yet to see him go inside. And now, Janibek is hitting him with jabs.
There's that signature left hand. That is what Loma intends to do tonight. It is coming up after this co-feature.
It's over. This fight's over.
Why do you say that? The knee's down.
Fight's over.
5. Knockdown 6. Score to open round 6. You think this is hopeless, Timmy?
Over. Over. No kind of response from the corner. I'm concerned about that right leg, that back leg buckling right there from Rob Brant.
That left hand, that power from Janibek Alimkhanuly, just throwing Brant back. You wanted to see the level of competition step up. We got that tonight, and the results look the same.
I'm looking to see if he can step it up and attempt to go for the stoppage.
I'm wondering if this is any residue from the Murata fight that we're seeing from Rob Brant right now. You never know how a knockout loss can affect a fighter physically, emotionally, psychologically, and it can take something from you that sometimes you can't get back. So I wonder if this is some residue from the Murata fight.
That's it.
Wise choice.
There was a moment where Bomac listened to his fighter and almost reversed course. Then Michael Ortega, the veteran referee who moved out from Connecticut to work here in Vegas this past year. In 2013, Dre, he's the world amateur champion. He's the gold medalist. He's a 9-time national champion. And
don't want to play the veteran game that Indam wants Alimkhanuly to play.
Alimkhanuly closing that gap. Even catching some of these punches, Dre, there is damage done.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the guard up. And clearly affected. Oh, he gets snapped back with a straight left hand.
Trying to create an opening just by shooting a jab outside. Oh, he hurt.
Look at that uppercut. And down he goes. Knockdown scored here in round 3.
And he's been blocking the left hand of Janibek. But not right there. Had no clue. Slightly off the angle. Janibek lands a straight left hand high on the temple. That's why you saw the legs buckle from Indam. Great follow-up sequence right there. And he's leaning over that front foot.
Yep, there it is. Left uppercut. Short, too, compact, only comes from about 6 to 8 inches away and does damage.
Alimkhanuly.
Oh, there it is. There's that left uppercut. Endam tries to shake it off. He's already in trouble here early on in round 5.
It's time I'm on the way in.
Left hand, sharp shooting, backs him up into that corner. And here comes the combination punching from Janibek Alimkhanuly. Endam's head snaps back and he survives it.
The Bayless has to keep a close eye on him if he makes it out of this round.
Step forward, ate another left uppercut. Alimkhanuly was able to block. There's that, just create enough space, left uppercut. Follows him back with a series of left hands. Left elbow.
The head of Endam is going back and forth, but the body's not moving. He needs to go to that body.
Oh, look at the doubling up the left hand. He shakes it. No, no, no. But I think his face is saying yes, yes, yes. This is the end. Listen to this. Performance. He was criticized that, hey, guy like Bentley with his experience, his skill level, how do you not get rid of him? Bentley had some moments. How much do you believe that criticism, that performance?
I like the game plan thus far from Butler. You see him thinking, and you see him trying to bring Janibek to him. And if Janibek poses,
oh! Janibek with the left uppercut, and then a series of left hooks that just flattens Butler.
That quick.
One mistake.
Watch out.
He doesn't know where he is.
Janibek's got a ton of time to close the show.
That's it, brother.
One mistake.
That's it, brother.
Janibek.
It's going to end
calmly closing, looking to put this thing away here in round 2. Butler somehow still on his feet, blood raining from his nose. Oh, he collapses.
2, 3, 4, 5. Look at me. Well, he's got to stop.
Just abusive punishment he's taking here in round 2.
He can't walk that way, man.
Come to me. You get one last shot, man.
It's going to
Reese is going to let him go again.
It's going to end ugly.
Janibek. Uppercut again. Oh, my. What a devastating, destructive second round and onslaught from Janibek Alimkhanuly.
From Butler. That's what the fans came to see, and that's what they got.
I mean, behind the O, go out there and look for glory. And that's what Vincenzo Gualtieri and Zhanibek Alimkhanuly are trying to do here in this middleweight title unification. But his power does not compare to Zhanibek Alimkhanuly. You saw the promo for October 28th. The baddest man on the planet, Tyson Fury or Francis Ngannou. One is the lineal heavyweight champion. The other, the MMA champion at heavyweight. It looks like a knockdown, but it actually isn't, and it's counted as one. But Zhanibek finally lands that left uppercut after doubling up the jab, as Brian Viloria, his new trainer, asked him to do right before round 3.
This might be an actually interesting fight, but for one thing.
Ooh, there's a nice
Gualtieri got to throw
combination.
some punches. There he goes.
Yeah, you're right. But I didn't have a whole lot of punching power either.
Ooh, that uppercut hurts. Gualtieri, as he reels back. Alimkhanuly is in finish the fight mode, and that's exactly what he's trying to do here in round number 5. But what a great recovery from Gualtieri. That may change tonight, but he's showing the will that he said he had. But this is not the place you want to be against Janibek Alimkhanuly, as referee Fields is just about to step in. The next big shot that Alimkhanuly lands on Gualtieri, I think David Fields will stop this fight. The legs are buckled and no reason to receive any more punishment, as Janibek Alimkhanuly is the unified middleweight champion of the world, taking the IBF belt from Vincenzo Gualtieri.
No, this is how you systematically break down your opponent. Alimkhanuly just took his time, setting up his jab, using his feints, just keeping Gualtieri on the end of his punch. Setting traps like that. I mean, he landed right there high on his head, splitting.
For your winner by technical knockout, and now the WBO and IBF middleweight champion of the world, Janibek, Kazakhstan.